Did you know your Fire Stick is hiding a secret code that unlocks thousands of free movies, TV shows, and live events? Most people have no idea their device is capable of 10 times more entertainment than what they're currently getting. Your Amazon Fire Stick or Android TV has way more potential than you think. With one simple install code, you can unlock movies, live sports, TV shows, even pay-per-view events, completely free. No tech skills needed, and it works on any device. Even if you're using a Chromecast, Android TV box, Google TV, or even a mobile phone or tablet. I've helped thousands of viewers set up their Amazon Fire Stick, and today is your turn. Today, I'm sharing the exact install code and step-by-step process that lets you access this hidden world of streaming content without paying for expensive subscriptions. But before we begin, please take a second to hit the like button. It's free for you, and it helps me a lot to grow the channel and bring more content like this. Now, let's get into the installation itself. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. I'll also skip opening these apps because YouTube policies do not allow me to showcase such content for obvious reasons, but I'll share why I believe they stand out and are worth downloading or at least testing. Now, before we get to the secret code installer, we need to get one essential tool installed on your Fire Stick from the Amazon App Store. Without this app, the secret code installer won't work. It's going to be our gateway to unlocking all that extra content. Now guys, if you already have the Downloader app installed on your device and have developer options enabled, you don't need to do anything. Just stick around, because we're going to install this in just a second and move on to the next step. Here's how to get it. Push left on your remote and move over to this magnifying glass icon, then slide down and click your center button. Then it's going to bring up a keyboard, giving us the ability to search through the entire Amazon App Store for whatever app we want. We're searching for the app called Downloader, so we're going to type in Downloader using the on-screen keyboard. You actually don't need to type the entire thing. Once you see it appear in the results, just slide down and select it. It's going to take us to the Amazon App Store, to this white and orange app. That's the app we're looking for. So let's go ahead and click our center button to open the download page. And now we're going to have the option to download this on our device. So go ahead and press the center button. The download will begin immediately. Now we're going to wait for the app to be installed. The app is completely free, and it only takes about 30 seconds to install on most Amazon Fire Stick models. It's just a simple tool we use to install files that aren't in the official Amazon App Store. Once it's done installing, you'll see an Open button appear on the screen. Here's the important part. Don't open it yet, because we need to do a few more things first to make sure everything works properly. We have to make some changes to the settings before we can use it effectively. So I want you to press the Home button to return to the main Fire Stick screen, because we're ready for the next crucial step, changing those settings I mentioned so the app can do its job properly. This is where we tell your Amazon Fire Stick to trust installations from outside the Amazon App Store, which is the key to unlocking all that extra content. So here's how to do it. First, we're going to navigate all the way to the very end to the settings gear, which is on the top right corner of your screen right here. Then it's going to open our settings. And then we're going to look for either my Fire TV or my device, depending on your model. On my screen right now, it says my Fire TV, but yours might be slightly different if you have an older device. Just scroll down and click on it. Once it opens, you'll notice that I already have developer options visible on my device. However, if for any reason you don't see developer options available on your menu, all you need to do is click right here on the About section. And here you will see your device name. On mine, it says Fire TV Stick 4 K Max. Then what I want you to do is press the center button on your remote about 7 or 8 times in quick succession. Don't worry about counting exactly, just keep clicking until you see a message pop up. You'll see a small pop-up appear at the bottom stating that you are now a developer, or if it was already enabled, it will say, "No need, you're already a developer." If you're using a different device like a Chromecast or Google TV, the process is similar, but the menus have different names. Instead of My Fire TV, you'll look for System and Settings. The developer options might be hidden under About or Build Number. The same clicking trick works. Just keep clicking Build Number until you see the developer message. This might seem like a weird step, but it's how we unlock the hidden settings we need. Amazon doesn't make this obvious because they'd rather you only use their official apps. But developer mode is completely safe and won't harm your device. It just gives you more control over what you can install. Alright, now that we have turned on the developer mode, go ahead and press the back button. And now we're going to see that the developer option has appeared on this menu. Now that we all have developer options, let's go ahead and highlight it and click our center button. The first thing that you're going to see is ADB debugging. ADB debugging lets your device communicate with other apps in ways that normal mode doesn't allow. All you need to do is click your center button one time and you can turn it on, just like that. Now, we're going to come down to install unknown apps. Now guys, if you're using an older Amazon Fire Stick, your screen might be a little different. You might not have the ability to open or go into install unknown apps. You might only have the ability to turn install unknown apps either on or off. So if that's the case and you have an older device, just make sure that you turn on install unknown apps. But for newer versions, we're going to click into install unknown apps. And as you see right here, downloader is on this list and it's currently turned off. We need to allow the downloader app to install unknown apps from external sources. So all we need to do is click our center button one time and turn it on. This step is important because without it, downloader won't be able to install the secret code installer we're going to use later. And with these settings enabled, you've officially bypassed Amazon's restrictions. Your Amazon Fire Stick is now ready to install apps from outside the official Amazon App Store, which means we can finally get to the good part, entering that secret code and unlocking all that extra content. The hard part is over, and from here it gets much easier. The good news is this process works on more than just Amazon Fire Sticks. Whether you have an Android TV box, Chromecast, Google TV, or any other Android-based streaming device, you can follow similar steps to do this. The exact menu names might vary slightly, but the core process remains the same across devices. So you just need to first install the downloader app, then go into your device settings and enable or turn on the developer options. And finally, give the downloader app the ability to install unknown apps from external sources. All right, guys, with downloader installed and permissions set, you're halfway to accessing all that free content. So let's go ahead and click the home button on our remote because we're ready for the next step, which is downloading the secret code installer. This is a tool we'll use to install even more apps. The next thing that we need to do is go and find that brand new downloader application that we just installed. The easiest way to find all of the applications on your device is simply slide over almost to the end onto that icon and click on it. This will bring up all of the applications that you have on your device. As you continue to install new apps, they always go to the very bottom of the list. So all you need to do is scroll down through the bottom and the very last app will be the one that we downloaded, Downloader. All right, go ahead and click on it. The first time it opens, you might be greeted with this little pop-up asking for permissions. Then we're going to click our center button to grant the permissions. And then press our center button one more time and the welcome message will go away. All right, guys, so welcome to the Downloader app. As soon as it opens, you're going to see a simple interface with a blank address bar at the top. This is where we're going to enter the special codes that unlock access to apps not available in the Amazon App Store. So we're going to press the up button on our remote to navigate to the search bar, then click the center button. A keyboard will pop up, allowing us to enter a code to download this secret code installer. Now guys, the code you're about to enter is important, but here's the thing, it's only part of the process. If you stop here, you'll be left with an app that doesn't do anything useful. Many people make the mistake of thinking the code is all that they need and leave, and then wonder why the app doesn't work properly later. After the download completes, you'll need to go through a quick setup process within the app itself. Without this step, you might have the app installed, but it won't function correctly. That's why some people comment that the app doesn't work, when really they just didn't complete the full process. So now that we're all clear, go ahead and enter this code. So now that you have that entered correctly, just click right there where it says Go. The downloader app will then connect to a remote server and begin downloading the installer package. This usually takes about 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your internet speed. You're also going to see a progress bar across the screen showing the download status. Please don't interrupt this process or close the app while it's working. Let it finish completely before doing anything else. Once the download completes, your Amazon Fire Stick will automatically prompt you to go through the installation. Just slide over and click Install. Once the installation is finished, what I'd like you to do is slide over and click Done. By clicking Done, it's going to bring us back here so we can delete this unnecessary file. So we're just going to slide over and click Delete, then slide over and click Delete again. We don't need this file anymore since we've already installed the app, and removing it frees up some storage space on our Amazon Fire Stick. And excellent, we now have the secret app store installed on our Amazon Fire Stick. Now guys, remember that the real magic happens when you know which specific apps to install from this store. Some work better than others, and choosing the right ones makes all the difference in your streaming experience. The next step is showing you exactly which apps to pick for the best results. Alright guys, well, that's everything we need from the downloader app. Let's go ahead and click the home button on our remote, because we need to repeat the same process we did for the downloader app before we can open the secret app store. And if you remember from before, the easiest way to change any setting is to slide all the way to the end until you land on this icon. Our settings then appears, and then we're going to slide down and click on My Fire TV, and we're going to open Developer Options. And then we're going to click on Install Unknown Apps one more time, and this time you'll notice that Unlinked has appeared on the list. Let's go ahead and click our center button and turn Unlinked on. We need to make sure that both Downloader and Unlinked are turned on for this process to work. And with Unlinked properly installed and all the necessary permissions enabled, guys, you've just unlocked the ability to install virtually any streaming app you want. The next step is where we're going to input that special code that gives you access to all of those hidden apps. Now guys, make sure you follow each of the next steps carefully, because missing just one step could prevent everything from working correctly. Alright, let's go ahead and click the home button, because we need to go and find that brand new secret app store that we just installed. And we're just going to slide over almost to the end and click on that icon. It's going to open all of our apps. And the last app that we installed always goes to the very bottom of the list. Alright, let's go ahead and open Unlinked. Now guys, when you launch Unlinked for the first time, you'll notice that it looks completely empty, just a blank screen with no content. This is normal because we haven't added any libraries yet. The library we're adding now will give you access to thousands of movies, TV shows, live sports, live TV, etc. So in this next steps, I'll show you exactly what happens when you enter the secret code, how to install apps, and how to get everything set up. But before we continue, let me give you an essential tip. Did you know that your internet service provider and your government can see everything you do online? Your internet service provider can see every app you use on your Amazon Fire Stick. They track your activity and sometimes throttle your connection when they detect certain streaming apps. That's why I highly recommend using a VPN like IPVanish before you ever open any of the applications in my store. I am not sponsored by IPVanish in any way. This is just the VPN that I use personally. Why I use it is because if you buy a year, it comes out to like $2 or $3 a month. It's really cheap, and it also works really well. Here's how it works. When you connect to a VPN, your internet traffic gets routed through a secure server in another location. This makes it look like you're accessing the internet from that server instead of your actual location. Your ISP can't see what apps you're using or what content you're streaming. They just see that you're connected to a VPN server. IPVanish is one of the best VPNs for Amazon Fire Stick because it's fast and easy to set up. Without a VPN, you might run into problems where some apps don't work properly. If you've ever seen comments where people say an app works great but it doesn't work for you, your ISP is probably blocking it. A VPN solves this by making it impossible for your ISP to detect which apps you're using. It also prevents them from throttling your connection speed when you stream. Another benefit is accessing geo-restricted content. Some streaming apps only work in certain countries, but with a VPN, you can connect to a server in that country and access content that would normally be blocked in your region. This works for both the apps in my store and regular streaming services like Netflix. Setting up the VPN takes less than 2 minutes. Now let me show you how to install IPVanish VPN on your Amazon Fire Stick or Android TV in just a few simple steps. So, on your Amazon Fire Stick home screen, you're going to push left on your remote to this magnifying glass right here. Then we're going to scroll down and click our center button. It's then going to bring up a keypad so you can type out whatever app you would like to search for. Now go ahead and type IPVanish VPN. It'll probably pop up as a suggestion as you type. All you need to do is scroll down and select IPVanish from the suggestions. It's going to look like this, so just go ahead and click that. Then you're going to go ahead and click your center button to download it. And once it's done installing, I want you to go ahead and open it. Alright guys, welcome to the #1 VPN for Amazon Fire Sticks. Once you open it, your screen is going to look like this, and right here, it's going to ask for you to enter a username and password. And if for any reason you don't already have one, don't worry. I've made it super easy for you to make your own. It takes less than 30 seconds. You just simply use your phone and scan this QR code here, or use the link in the description to go to their website. From there, you'll be able to choose whatever plan fits your budget. And within minutes of completing your purchase, you'll get a confirmation email with your login credentials. These are the username and password you'll use to connect the VPN on all your devices. And then you're just going to come back to the app. You simply put in your new email and password and hit login. I'm going to log in and I'll be right back. Now guys, once you've logged in, it's just going to say connect. All you have to do is click connect. You might have a little pop-up. Just slide down and click OK. Give it a moment. It's going to say you are now connected to a different IP address, and that is it. It is simple. And then you go here to your settings, and then also you just make sure you connect on Android Startup. That way you're always connected as soon as you turn on your Fire Stick. So sign up using the link in the description or pinned comment. And now that you're connected, just click the home button on your remote. The VPN will continue to run in the background, keeping your connection anonymous and protected. The next thing that we need to do is return to our secret app store. Now, right here, it's going to say add a new library. Just click your center button. Click your center button one more time. A keypad is going to pop up, allowing you to enter the code to any library it is that you would like to add. Now guys, I put countless hours into building this fully loaded app store specifically for you guys. This isn't some random collection of apps. I've personally tested and selected only the best options for streaming new movies, current TV shows, live sports events, pay-per-view content, and so much more. Every single app in here has been vetted to make sure it actually works and delivers quality streams. The amount of work that goes into maintaining this is crazy. I'm constantly updating links, testing new apps, and removing anything that stops working, giving it all away to you completely free. And all I ask is for you to take 2 seconds just to hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to show your support and lets me know the effort is appreciated. For those of you who've already subscribed, thank you. Seriously. Seeing those subscriber numbers go up is what keeps me adding new content and features. Now that you have subscribed, go ahead and enter this code right here. Pay close attention because even one wrong character will make it fail. I know some people skip ahead, then complain it doesn't work. Trust me, it does work if you follow the steps exactly as shown. After you've entered the code correctly, click where it says Next on your screen. And as soon as the store opens, you're going to see this welcome message with some important info. So please take a second to read through everything on screen. I've also included my personal top 5 app recommendations right here to save you time. These are the ones I use daily, so I've highlighted them for a reason. Once you're done reading, go ahead and press the center button on your remote 2 or 3 times. Doing this will activate the full category layout so you can start browsing everything available in the store. Once you're inside, you'll see a clean interface with different categories like movies, TV shows, live TV, and sports, etc. The layout is simple enough that anyone can navigate it, but packed with more content than you'd expect. Each category contains multiple apps you can download with just a few clicks. So you can use the up and down buttons on your remote to move between categories, or left and right to scroll through the apps in each category. Every app has a brief description so you know exactly what it requires before installing. But I just want to show you how the store works, so all you need to do is scroll through the options until you find one that interests you. For this example, let's pick this popular all-in-one app that gives you thousands of movies, TV shows, sports, etc. This is a highly recommended application for you to try out if you're looking for one app that has it all. Now, let's go ahead and click our center button, then click download. Give your system just a second and the download will begin. Once it begins, we'll wait for it to reach 100%. Now, depending on your internet speed, this usually takes between 30 seconds to 2 minutes, but faster connections will obviously complete this quicker. Now guys, while the app is downloading, you can continue browsing other options in the store. Many of you like to download 2 to 3 different apps to compare which ones work best for them. Some apps specialize in certain types of content, while others try to cover everything. Also, having a few options ensures you always have access to what you want to watch. Once the download completes, you'll get a notification that the APK file is ready to install. Just click Install App, give your system a second or two, then slide over and click Install. When the installation finishes, click Done, and you're going to return to the store interface. Now, right here it says Use Bear Player. And like I mentioned before, some of these applications have specific requirements they work with. And everything you'll need is here in the store. So we're going to download Bear Player and repeat the same installation process. When the installation finishes, click Done. This brings you back so you can continue to browse and install more awesome applications. The store contains over 100 different amazing applications covering every type of content you could want: movies, TV shows, live sports, pay-per-view events, anime, and international programming. Each app specializes in different content, so installing multiple options gives you the widest selection possible. We've only installed one application so far, but you can see how quick and straightforward the process is. So please take some time to explore the different categories and install several apps that interest you. Some focus on new movie releases, others specialize in classic films or specific genres. The live TV apps offer everything from news channels to sports networks, so having multiple options ensures you'll always find something to watch, no matter what mood you're in. So guys, that's all it takes to unlock a massive library of apps on your Amazon Fire Stick or Android TV using this secret install code. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Give this video a like if it helped you, and consider sharing it with friends who might benefit. Your support helps create more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll cover advanced tips for getting the most from your new setup.